Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I appreciate you guys watching Cooking and Tailgating with Joe Boo. I was reading an article that was on Bleacher Report not very long ago, just a couple of days ago, and they were talking about the price of tailgating and going to games, how inflation has hurt so much, and how much more it's going to cost you. And last year, when we did our tailgate at FedEx Field, the price of chicken wings, it was ridiculous. They said there was a chicken wing shortage. Now, I don't understand how there's a chicken wing shortage, but not a chicken breast shortage or thigh shortage, because they all have two of the same pieces. But be that as it may, the chicken wings were over $5 a pound. And when we, one way I kind of make things more affordable, we ended up using 3 cases of chicken wings. I go to Restaurant Depot because buying a 40-pound box is more economical than buying packs at your regular grocery store and things. And they have the jumbo wings that are already pre-cut, so you only have the drumlet and the other part with it. You don't have the little wingtip, so you're actually getting more meat per pound than if you're buying all the wings, and then you don't have to cut them. They're already pre-cut, which is great. It makes it easy. And the boxes usually are divided into 10-pound sections in there. But again, last year, it was about $160, $170 a case for chicken wings during the season. Well, today I was at Restaurant Depot because I'm doing some pulled pork to do Cuban sandwiches. So I went over there because I like getting the big jar of pickles, because that jar of pickles right there, $5.99. Slice them up real good, use them for my burgers and things, as opposed to getting the small plastic ones. This, if you went to the grocery store, you're getting like a quart jar of pickles for about the same price. So this is one way I save money when I'm cooking. The amazing thing, and oh my God, so if you're tailgating, chicken wings, well, turns out they must have found some more chickens, because chicken wings, the price has dropped unbelievably from, I remember, $4.98 a pound last year. This morning I went in, it was literally $1.49 for the jumbo wings with the tips gone, pre-cut. A case of 40 pounds of chicken wings cost me $59. I'm in heaven. I wish that I had a big enough freezer right now, and it's almost worth buying a chest freezer if I had a place to put it, and just stock up for wings for the season. I don't know if the price will go up during the season or not, but that is cheaper than I ever remember chicken wings. So maybe, just maybe for the economy, it will, maybe inflation will be coming down because of gasoline and chicken wings. Now, as far as for me, tailgating, to make it affordable, because last year when we did the tailgate at FedEx Field, we fed a couple hundred people. So one of the things I do, and there's certain things you can serve that cost you less than others, okay? One of those things would be doing like black and blue burger sliders. You're making smaller burgers, smaller portions, and you're using ground beef with the blue cheese on them. That's great. If you really want to make them fancy, you get some fresh slices of jalapeno peppers and some bacon, and you make a cream cheese spread on them. Great flavor, because you've got the blue cheese that's in there. You've got the nice meat. It's small. It's easy to work. It's great. And with that, see, I use these, again, buy these rolls right here at Restaurant Depot, which are great because that pack right there is 24 slider rolls, and perfect size. And when you have that, to make things easier, you can use those for a multitude of things. So I'll do bang bang sliders. Bang bang sliders. Bang bang sliders are basically you're taking shrimp, and again, going to Restaurant Depot, I buy basically like a 5-pound bag of pre-cut shrimp. You're not getting the 16 to 20 size. It's more like 36 to like 45. Small shrimp. But you're getting like 5 pounds of those for about $28. and you're going to buy a big tub of cornstarch, because that's basically all you're going to put it in is cornstarch. Deep fry them for about 2 minutes, and you've got those. It's really the sauce that is the kicker, and that is mayonnaise, Thai chili sauce, and sriracha, and you put that over it. Great tasting shrimp, and you put those, boom, on the slider rolls, and you make a coleslaw, and I do like a freezer slaw. So here's the great thing about freezer slaw: it goes in the freezer, so you can go through and you can make a big batch of freezer slaw. Okay, freezer slaw. You know, it's you got the cabbage. I put the jalapenos because that's the theme for me. In there, of course, I use the red cabbage and the white cabbage. I use some carrots and stuff in there, and it's a vinegar and sugar mix on it, so it's sweet and tart. But you can use that coleslaw with the shrimp as well as the pulled pork. And here, my friends, this is the most economical thing to really go through and serve something that's great. Right now at home, I'm actually smoking a couple of pork shoulders. If I go to BJ's, okay, here's a little secret here. BJ's, if you buy a box of 6 pork shoulders or pork butts, you'll get 10% extra off of them. And so here's the thing. Pork shoulders are it's a very inexpensive meat. Very inexpensive piece of meat. You're getting the pork shoulders, you know, they're not huge ones, they're about so big, but they'll be about $9 a piece. So now you're looking at having about 50 pounds of meat for about $70. And the great thing, if you have a big smoker, or, you know, like I've got one that's pretty good size, I have put 12 pork shoulders in at one time. And whether you're smoking 1 pork shoulder or you're smoking 12, it's the same amount of work basically, because you're keeping the fire going for that length of time. So you're going to go ahead and do a whole bunch of that. So pork sliders, you put on the same roll, you end up using the same coleslaw, and you just make a different sauce. And I make a nice barbecue sauce and a vinegar sauce on this, so that way you have a choice. And so economically, you can feed a lot of people. It's just a matter of knowing how to do it and the types of foods you serve. Another thing I like to do, but this actually costs more, is getting the 3-foot sub rolls, because the presentation of that is beautiful. I go to a deli, the Italian Gourmet, and they get their breads from, I think, Cardinal Distributors. And a couple of days ahead, I'll say, hey, I need 1 or 2 3-foot subs. They even get 6-foot ones. 6-foot ones, unless I'm going to have a really big party, I probably won't do too many of those. But it's easier having the 3-foot ones. So unfortunately, those subs are about $28 or so for it. So that gets to be a little more expensive. But if you're having a party, that is a great way to really have a great look. So our presentation of what we're going to be doing the season opener, since we're playing Tampa Bay, is we're going to do a 3-foot Cuban sub, which is the pulled pork, it's the ham, it's Swiss cheese on there, it's the sliced pickles, it's mustard, and it's grilled, and so it's flattened and of course cut down. So those are some tips that I have as far as having great tailgating party or even home gating party. These are great foods, and it can save you some time by doing these things with like the freezer slaw, because like I said, you can make a lot of that freezer slaw and you can put it in the freezer, you know, say a 2-pound bag of it, and just thaw it out, you know, the night before game day, and you've got your coleslaw for it. You know, you can do the same thing actually with the pulled pork. If you do a lot of pulled pork, you can go ahead and put it in the bags, put it in the freezer, the day before game day, thaw it out, and end up having that ready to go. Warm it up, put some extra barbecue sauce in it, put it in a warmer. It's ready to go for you to keep it easy, because ultimately, for me, I'm live streaming from 1 o'clock until the end of the games, at 11 o'clock at night. So for me, I'm trying to keep things simple game days, to make it so that way we have great food for everybody throughout the day, and keep it easy as possible as well as affordable, because let's face it, times are hard. Things cost a whole lot of money. You want to look good, but you don't want to spend a lot of money. And that's some tips that I have for you to help out for tailgating. I'm Mark Holmes, and well, football season is back, y'all. and definitely be looking for more tips as well as recipes here as we get ready for the football season. See you soon.